about how you performed the last 2 days?
If we would have won, I would have felt better. But obviously, there's good things and bad things. But I think for sure feeling good right now. Trying to learn as much as possible and do the best of my opportunities.
You started as a two-way player. Can you share some of that experience, how much work you've put in to get to this point, just to have the opportunity? Yes.
Well, when you're in the NBA, you got to work every time. A lot of work is behind the scene and nobody sees, but I've been putting a lot of work in my stuff and just trying to get better, trying to learn this defensive scheme and do the right thing to help the team.
Chris, how much do you feel over the last couple of days that you've said to Nick, hey, I'd like to have that time. Guys are going to come back. Roles are going to be defined, but Coach, you can count on me for some stuff. How much you felt like you did that?
Like I said, Nick is a good coach, so he will figure that out. I think what I do is just take the opportunity and try to do the best. Right. Obviously everybody wants to play and all that, but I just trying to show him that I'm capable of playing, and all the coaching stuff, I think they're going to do a good job. Like I said, we won a championship last year, so I don't have nothing to say about that. I think he's going to do it all.
You seem to be all over the floor, just in terms of energy and I see you all the time in terms of just being everywhere. Is that really a focus for you to kind of keep up that energy and pace when you come into the game, or is it just more so about playing within the flow of kind of what's going on in the game?
Well, I think that's part of my game. I have a high motor, so I feel like I'm trying to use it as much as possible, run the floor, do the little things. Like I said, we got guys that can score and all that, but in this league, I think there's guys that could do all the stuff off energy, and I think I'm one of those guys. Rondé and off the bench, I think that's what the team needs, and I'm capable of doing that.
Did you see a highlight of the block? Did you see your block? Did you play on
I haven't seen it yet, but probably gonna see it.
It's great.
I'm gonna look at it later.
What do you remember about it? What can you tell us about it from your point of view?
It was either I get dunked or I block it, so that's all I remember. And I think the first time he dunked it, and I wasn't there fast enough, so I made sure the second time I was gonna meet him before he gets there.
Where does the fearlessness to go for a block on a dunk attempt like that come from?
It's scary, I'll tell you that much, because if you miss it, you get dunked on and you're all over ESPN. So but I feel like, Coach has been saying he wants guys to, be able to do those defensive stops. And for me, I've been shot blocking my whole life, so I have nothing to lose. Like I said, I will. If I have to do that to play, then I'm doing it.
Chris, what did being in the championship organization last year do for you this year, now that you're out there and getting playing time?
Well, I watched a lot of good plays during that time and a lot of good players. So I feel like I've learned so much from watching. And when you get your chance, you just want to be able to do one or two plays that those guys were doing. And it was a learning process for me. I've been watching a lot of basketball. I've been trying to get better every time, and watching great plays make you want to do great things too.
How does that translate? All the work you were so successful in the G League. How does that translate? Because you can't come in and play those same minutes. You can't have that same role. How do you translate from that, being the star there, to being a role player here?
I think it's more understanding your role. In the G League, you want to get better and all that, but when you come in, championship teams and all that, they got certain stuff that they need, and you just got to understand your role and figure it out how to help the team as much as possible. And for me, I think defensively is something that Nick has been talking a lot, and I think it took me a minute to understand it, but now I kind of know what he expects from me, and it's a lot easier when you know what you're supposed to do.
You're fighting so hard to get from the G League to Toronto Raptors where you're at now. Does it make you more hungry to stay consistent and keep working hard?
Oh, I'm always hungry. I'm hungry and humble. Like I said, I want to play. I want to do the great things, but at the same time, I got to stay humble and know myself and not go too outside of my game. And if I keep doing the right thing, good things gonna happen.